I have a sort of a mantra in my lab, which is that when you're doing research, you have to ask yourself the so what question. You know, you do something really exciting, you say, look at this brilliant image I just got. You have to be willing to stand back and say, so what? So what? Is that going to make a difference? Is that going to be meaningful in the context of actually making a difference to malaria? Malaria is a global infectious disease. It's not a virus, it's not a bacteria, it's actually a thing called a parasite. I like to think of it as our sort of most ancient human disease, and we've been involved in a very long-standing arms race with it. I think it's winning at the moment. So if you know you have malaria and you get to hospital in time, it's treatable. But malaria kills 600,000 children a year. So why is that? And so actually, when you look at global distribution of malaria, it's often where there's poor health infrastructure, there's war, there's conflict. That's where often malaria is associated.
Malaria can be transmitted anywhere where the Anopheles mosquito is present. So those areas are typical tropical, subtropical areas. Malaria was actually endemic in Australia until 1981, but only in very localised areas in northern Australia. We've since broken that transmission cycle, so we have no malaria here in Australia, but we certainly have the Anopheles mosquito, and so it is definitely possible that localised epidemics could occur in the future.
There is a licensed malaria vaccine. It was the first malaria vaccine to be licensed, but the efficacy of that vaccine is at best about 30–40%. So the goal in the lab is really to say, okay, there is a vaccine, but we need a much better vaccine if we're really going to entertain this idea of getting rid of malaria.
So we've got a team of about 5. They're working on establishing the transmission through the mosquito. We have post-processing and purification of the parasite itself. And we have researchers working on vaccination trials.
I mean, the mantra is, will we see eradication in our lifetime? I hope so. I really hope so. I think the technology is there if we're brave enough and we use it well enough.